Using historical information, the National Climatic Data Center says these areas in green have the lowest chance of a white Christmas, from less than 5% to 25%, while these areas in purple have between a 26% and a 60% chance. These areas in blue have the greatest chance of a white Christmas, between 61% and more than 90%. When asked in a new survey what they would change about their appearance, almost half of men said they'd change their body contour. 25% would change signs of facial aging, 13% would change their nose, 12% would change their chest, and 5% would change their legs. The Home Ownership Alliance says 50 years ago, only about half of Americans owned their own home, a number that has steadily increased in the decades since and is projected to exceed 70% by 2013. The group also says that prices for single-family homes will grow an average of 5% per year between 2004 and 2013, but that figure will likely fluctuate with supply and demand.
Election exit polls show that 52% of females voted for John Kerry, 47% for George W. Bush, but Bush won the male vote 54% to Kerry's 45%. Kerry won the youth vote, though, with 54% of 18 to 29-year-olds. Bush did very well among more conservative groups, with 60% of voters who say they attend church every week voting for President Bush, and he also received 56% of the vote among married voters.
The assault weapons ban prohibits the production of semi-automatic assault weapons and ammunition clips holding more than 10 rounds except for military or police use. Guns equipped with multiple assault weapon features are also banned. These features include large capacity magazines, folding stocks, pistol grips, barrel shrouds which prevent overheating, and features that allow for the use of silencers or flash suppressors. During the day, sunlight shines on the ground, which is usually a dark color, and absorbs the sun's rays. That heats the ground, which radiates heat back up into the air. But when the ground is covered in snow, the sun's rays are reflected by the snow, so the ground doesn't warm, keeping the air cold. Government figures show that in the United States, heart disease kills 1,400 women every day and 500,000 every year. Health experts say women can reduce their risk by watching their weight, eating a healthy diet, exercising, and most importantly, not smoking. At security checkpoints, screeners will be on the lookout for passengers wearing bulky clothing. Those passengers will receive expanded pat-downs. All passengers will have to remove their coats, blazers, and warm-up jackets before passing through metal detectors. And more passengers will be selected for secondary checks. They will have their carry-on items checked for trace amounts of explosives. All but 2 states award all of their electoral college votes to the candidate that wins the most votes, regardless of the margin of victory. So winning the state by even a single vote means winning all of the state's electoral votes. An amendment to Colorado's constitution would change that so electoral votes are won in the same proportion as the popular vote. So a 51-49 popular vote result would garner 5 electoral votes for the winning candidate and 4 for the loser. If the 1991 Gulf War is any predictor, the U.S. might time an attack on Iraq to coincide with the phases of the moon. Until about March 11th, the moon over Iraq will be leaving a new moon phase, which is when the night sky is at its darkest. The night sky will get lighter until the March 18th full moon, and then begin to darken again as the April 1st new moon approaches. Florida's devastating string of hurricanes started with Charley on August 13th, a Category 4 storm that hit Florida's Gulf Coast before moving northward. Hurricane Frances hit the state from the other side on September 5th with Category 2 winds, eventually moving inland. And Hurricane Ivan, a Category 3 storm, churned through the Gulf of Mexico before ravaging Florida's Panhandle region on September 16th.